These were the cheapest iron sights that I could find anywhere on Amazon. They were only 10 bucks. Yeah, you heard me right, $10 for a set of iron sights. So we're gonna put the cheapest iron sights that you can buy off of Amazon to the test in today's video and see, are these things actually legit, or are you basically just getting scammed out of $10? Now, before we put these super cheap Amazon iron sights to the test, let's take a look at some Amazon product description hilarity. So, these iron sights come to us from the Zone Bike Store. 45 degree, 90 degree offset flip up sight, low profile design, rapid transition, front and rear flip up sights. It's a mouthful, but that's our product right there. And oh, by the way, with that low price point of only 10 bucks, some of you are probably thinking, those sights are meant to be used on toy guns like airsoft guns or paintball guns. Well, I got news for you all, because under product details, sport, paintball, shooting, airsoft, hunting. Yes, it does say paintball and airsoft, but it also says shooting and hunting. That implies to me that it can be used on real firearms, because shooting and hunting, like, that's a real firearm. So, they intend this product to be used not just on toy guns, but also on real firearms. So that's what we're testing in today's video. Let's continue on, shall we? Made of polyphenylene sulfide, is a semi-crystalline material, offers excellent balance of properties, durable and light, fully adjustable for windage, period. What about elevation? Not important. Both precision and CQB apertures on rear sight with standard front sight help to zero better in medium and short distance. Cool. All right. Product photos. Okay. Ooh, that's a tactical looking dude, isn't it? Looks to me like he doesn't have the product in question mounted up on his gun there. Pitiful. Enhance your aiming, accuracy, and excel in various recreational activities. Recreational activities could mean paintball, airsoft, but it can also mean target shooting, because that's a recreational activity. Easy installation and usage, equipped with spring-loaded foldable components and an Allen wrench. Always need an Allen wrench, that's cool. The flip-up sight is effortless to install and operate. Simply pull to flip the front and rear sights upwards, compatible with Picatinny rails. This sight is a convenient accessory for optical equipment. Adjustable sight elevation? Fail. Rotate the gear under the front sight aperture to customize sight elevation. Okay, there it is. So you can adjust the elevation. Didn't make that clear earlier, but you can adjust it for elevation as well. For optimal targeting, use the rear sight knob to adjust the sight windage aperture left or right. Suitable for all outdoor environments. It is waterproof and anti-freeze. Good to know. Lightweight and durable construction, crafted from high-quality polymer fiber optics. Yeah, I will take a better look at these sights here in a moment, but I can guarantee you, these things have no fiber optics on them. These sights are light in weight and portable. Technically, well, that should go without saying, because your gun itself is portable, and if the sights are mounted on your gun, anyway. They provide excellent sight steadiness and accuracy. How does the sight itself provide steadiness? I feel like that comes from your hand. Like, you have to have a steady hand when you're... Skip it. Anyway, that is our silly Amazon description for these super duper cheapo iron sights. Let's take a closer look at these things and see exactly what you're getting for 10 bucks. I went ahead and mounted them up on my AR-45 pistol, which still has a pistol brace on it. Cry harder, ATF. So, button on the left-hand side to flip up your sights. The rear sight does have a large and a small aperture, so that's cool. Knob to adjust our windage, so nothing fancy on the rear sight. Moving on to the front. So it is adjustable for elevation, as we found out from our description. But what the description did not mention is that it is a huge pain to adjust your elevation. So I'll try to show you guys. It's hard to see, but if you look on the left-hand side of that front sight post, there's a little spring-loaded pin in there, which you need to depress, because otherwise the front sight post cannot move, and you can't adjust your elevation. So it's a real pain to try to get in there with a screwdriver or something to press that little spring-loaded pin so you can adjust your front sight post for your elevation. Real big pain, and of course the description failed to mention that little nugget right there. So yeah, I mean, these are obviously super basic, as would be expected for a pair of $10 iron sights. So yeah, that's about it as far as the features and details go for these amazing and incredible iron sights. Let's go ahead and get a paper target set up downrange and try to get these things zeroed as best we can. Now, I know that some of you guys are going to be like, hey man, you got to zero that thing from a rest. You can't do it while you're standing. Yeah, I know that. But here's the thing. I have no intention whatsoever of leaving those sights on any of my guns. So I don't need a perfect zero. I just need a rough zero just to see if it's even possible to roughly zero in cheap $10 Amazon iron sights. So for the purposes of this test, a rough zero will suffice. Let's take a look at our results. Okay, check it out. We got 1, 2, 3 right here with a flyer and a flyer right there. So I'm actually happy with that. The answer is yes, you can roughly zero at the bare minimum Amazon iron sights, because that's a pretty good group there, about an inch and a half, 2 inches high or so. And that could have been me just shooting a little bit high, so not necessarily the fault of the iron sights, but the iron sights do pass the test. They can be zeroed because that is close enough for me for the purposes of this test. All right, so our cheap Amazon iron sights passed test number 1. Can they be zeroed? The answer is yes, they can. And with a little more time, a little more effort, I would think that you could get these things zeroed pretty darn well. So they passed that test. The next test is durability. So how well do these things hold up over time? Will they hold their zero? Will they actually stay mounted on the gun and not just fall off? So we're gonna do a quick little mag dump here just to see how these things hold up. Granted, this is just 45 ACP, not the most powerful cartridge in the world, but let's see what these things have got. They're still on the gun. Don't feel loose. Actually, I think they held up to that pretty well. So they're zeroed in pretty well, and they withstood a mag dump. So far, so good, actually, for cheap Amazon iron sights. So welcome to the future. I actually kind of lost the footage of the end of this video when I shot it the other day, so had to fast forward a couple days in time so that we can wrap up this video on cheap $10 Amazon iron sights. So what do I think about these iron sights? Well, not as bad as I was initially expecting. Going into this video, I didn't even think we were going to be able to remotely zero these things. But I was dead wrong about that. As we saw in the test earlier, yes, you can in fact zero cheap $10 Amazon iron sights. So, big win there for the Amazon iron sights. As far as how well these sights are going to hold up long term, like will they just vibrate loose off the gun? Will the plastic just disintegrate and kind of wither away? Will they even hold a zero? That obviously can only be determined by leaving these sights on the gun for a number of months and continuing to run a bunch of ammo through the gun to see if they vibrate loose and lose zero, whatever it may be. And I'm kind of reconsidering the statement I made earlier about how I wasn't going to leave the sights on the gun at all. I've reconsidered that. If enough of you guys leave me a comment down below letting me know that, hey, yeah, we want to see how well these cheap Amazon iron sights hold up long term. If enough of you guys leave me a comment saying something like that, then I'll give you guys what you want, and I will, as much as it pains me, I will leave these sights on my AR-45. I will continue to shoot this gun off camera just so you guys aren't being bored with it. And then I will report back to you after some time has passed and let you know how well or not well the Amazon iron sights are holding up. So if you want to see that, be sure to sound off in the comment section down below. So, would I personally buy these Amazon iron sights with the intention of actually using them on my gun? No, me personally, I wouldn't, because there are plenty of better options out there that still aren't going to break the bank, and I just can't make myself trust $10 sights. I just can't do it. Now, if I was building out, a paintball gun or an airsoft gun, well then heck yeah, throw whatever cheap garbage you want to on a toy gun that you're going to be shooting your friends with. But on an actual real firearm, which again, according to that Amazon description, you should be able to use these things on a real firearm. No, I just cannot trust $10 sights on a real firearm. I'm sorry, I just can't get there. Maybe you guys can, and if you can get there to where you can trust these sights and you want to buy some for yourselves, I'll leave a link in the description down below, and it will be amazing if you guys can use that link, because that way the channel will get a small kickback from Amazon, and I would definitely appreciate that. So if you guys want to buy these sights for some reason and put them on your own gun, have at it. There's a link down there for you in the description. So, cheap Amazon iron sights. Yeah, I don't like them, but they're not as bad as I would have thought. So there you have it. Thanks so much for watching today's video. I appreciate all of you guys being here. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and to check out all the cool stuff in my merch store. And until next time, show me them firearms. Now this is absolutely going to tick the government off. But that's kind of the whole point of the Second Amendment, and that's why we love it so much.